Time for another round of through hike practice dice. Filter and bottle 2.75 liters of water.
Okay, I have everything lined up. Since my backyard stream is dried up with the drought, I'm going to drive to Grayville Falls to test this out. I have my Sawyer. I'm going to take this cap off because I've since learned that the best way to do this is to order this little coupling, a Sawyer coupling on Amazon. I can't do it with one hand, but it screws on. That way this will screw on to this end at the water source. This will be screwed on there. And then you take the cap off and this screws onto here. So everything is much easier to handle while you're filling. Okay, there you have it. There's my CNoc. There's my Sawyer. This is the removed cap from the Sawyer. This is the removed cap from the bottle. So once this is filled with water, you screw it onto here, and it's one solid piece holding together to make filtration easier. In one of my prior videos, I compared filtering with the 2-liter CNoc bag versus the 1-liter CNoc bag. And I found the 1 liter so much easier to use. And in low water sources, you could only get a liter of water in this anyway. So I was like, well, if you can't even fill it when the water's low, why are you carrying this extra, especially if this is easier to use? And I found out the answer to that is occasionally there will be situations where you're at a shelter and let's say you're a 1/4 mile away from your water source. So you get into camp, you walk down, you fill your 2 water bottles, and filter them. And then you just fill this bag with 2 liters of water, hoping you can get 2 liters of water. In some places you will be able to, in others you might only get a liter of water in here. But the idea is that when you're back at camp, you use up your water, what you're drinking and cooking with, and the next morning you can use this to refill those bottles and just hit the trail. Even if you're only putting a liter in it, maybe that gets you to the next water source on the trail, so you don't have to walk another 1/4 mile back to that water source in the morning to do it again. So I don't know how often that comes up on trail where you're far from a water supply and it's flowing heavy enough for you to get 2 liters of water. But I'm probably going to err on the side of caution and take this one, especially now that there's a coupling for it, because I found it so difficult to like hold the bottle, hold the Sawyer, hold the CNoc bag all together. But now that it has a coupling that links it all together tightly, I think it's going to work. So I'm going to try this system today at Grayville Falls.
Just take a moment and scope out a good place to fill my water bottles. I'm thinking right there by those cairns. Okay, I have all my items lined up on shore where they can't fall into the water. And now I'm going to fill up my CNoc bag. I'm certain I can get 2 liters in here. This is good flow. Take a second to admire this stream while I'm waiting here. Filtering my water. That's right, I have it all set up and connected. You want to be sure that that blue coupling is loose while filling, so air can escape and can be displaced with water. Otherwise, your water filter will stop flowing. And while this is doing its job, I'm going to take a moment and enjoy the view downstream. Check out that little peekaboo through the roots right there. I mean, if you're sitting here anyway, you might as well enjoy the view. Water bottle is full. I'm laying it down horizontally to unscrew the CNoc bag so I don't lose that water. And then I'll filter another bottle while relaxing and enjoying this stream. I'm on my last bottle, and this has been so much easier with the coupling. I've been filtering with one hand while filming, and it was still a piece of cake, so I'm definitely taking the 2-liter CNoc bottle with me on the Appalachian Trail. Before leaving, always take a moment to enjoy the waterfalls.
It was not scary cemetery.